Muy buenos días, good morning, and welcome to your video announcement for the week of January 21st. We'll start off with a quick saying, which is, Más vale tarde que nunca. Better late than never. Por ejemplo, ¿no has entregado las pruebas de la última unidad? No hay problema. Más vale tarde que nunca. Puedes hacerlo ahora. You haven't turned in your quizzes from the last unit? No problem. Better late than never. You can do it now. Más vale tarde que nunca. Next, a quick SMART reminder before we talk about what you'll be doing in class this week. And that is here under course materials. I just quickly wanted to remind you that I am a part-time teacher at Colorado Preparatory Academy. And you can see my schedule here. I'm on our class homepage under course materials, Senora Croft's schedule. So just open that. And these are the hours that I work. So Monday, you see my hours there, 11 a.m. to 3:30, Tuesday, 12 to 4, etc. Mainly it's usually in the middle of the day, except for Wednesday, it's more toward the morning because I help out with blended learning here in Colorado Springs, and I'm there every other week. So if you are trying to get a hold of me and you're having a hard time reaching me, that might be why that you are not calling during my work hours. So I promise to get that call back to you or email back to you just as soon as it's during my work hours. Okay, so now let's talk briefly about this week in our class. As you can see here, right here on the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, we have a busy week because once again, it's only a 4-day week. The 17th on Friday turned into a teacher work day, and so because of that, the assignments that were due on the 17th were moved to the 21st, and because of that, you have your Unit 2, Lesson 5 assignments, which is the test and the speaking test due on Tuesday, as well as Unit 3, Lesson 1, going over that, the new material, also due on Tuesday, January 21st. And then if you look ahead to Friday, you've got your Lesson 4 and Lesson 5 assignments, which are some quizzes and then the tests due on Friday, as well as what's called lifelong learner goals. So make sure to open that assignment and prepare for it so that you are ready and on track with your assignments. So Unit 3, for Unit 3, your vocab will be numbers. Your grammar will be object pronouns, and that can be a little complicated, so make sure to give yourself the necessary time to study that. Object pronouns are what receives the action of a verb, either directly or indirectly. So there's direct object pronouns, indirect object pronouns, and then also double object pronouns. It's quite a lot to go over in 1 week, but that is the curriculum. So direct object pronouns would be what directly receives the action of the verb. For example, I wrote a letter. So a letter, instead of a letter, I could say it. I wrote it. It is that direct object. Well, it's actually a direct object pronoun, and the letter is the direct object. It's what was being written. An indirect object pronoun is whoever indirectly receives the action of a verb. So for example, I wrote a letter to my grandmother. My grandmother would be the indirect object. She is indirectly receiving the action of being written to, and we could replace her with her and say, I wrote a letter to her, and her is the indirect object pronoun. Or we could replace both of those objects, the direct and the indirect object, and we could say, I wrote it to her. It is the direct object pronoun, her indirect object pronoun, and that's what's known as a double object pronoun. So you will be learning how to do that in Spanish this week. And for your culture, you will continue looking at Chile for this whole first quarter, and you will look at La Cueca, which is a dance that you will watch a video about. Muy bien, buena suerte. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to support you and help you be successful in this class. Adiós y hasta luego, clase.